They called it unsinkable, a floating palace built to defy nature itself. Yet just 4 days into its maiden voyage, it struck an iceberg, and in less than 3 hours, it was gone. More than 1,500 souls lost to the freezing Atlantic. But why was the Titanic built in the first place? What made it so special and so tragically doomed? Let's step aboard the Titanic, the dream that turned into the most haunting disaster in maritime history. Welcome to Chronoclips. The year was 1907, and competition ruled the seas. Two companies, Cunard Line and White Star Line, were locked in a battle for dominance. Cunard had speed. Ships like the Lusitania and Mauretania were cutting travel time across the Atlantic. White Star Line couldn't match that, so they decided to build something no one could ignore. 3 massive, luxurious liners that would redefine sea travel. The crown jewel, RMS Titanic. At 882 feet long and weighing over 46,000 tons, it was a floating city, complete with a gym, Turkish baths, and even an electric elevator. For the wealthy elite, it wasn't just transportation, it was status. Titanic was engineered with 16 watertight compartments, so advanced that it was said, even God himself couldn't sink this ship. But behind the luxury and confidence were deadly compromises. The ship carried only 20 lifeboats, barely enough for half the passengers. Why? Because more boats would ruin the view from the deck. When Titanic set sail from Southampton on April 10, 1912, she carried 2,224 passengers and crew, from the richest men on earth to immigrants chasing new lives in America. No one could imagine what awaited them. 4 days later, April 14, 1912. The North Atlantic was calm, the stars bright, and the air colder than anyone realized. Warnings of icebergs had come throughout the day, but Titanic never slowed. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout shouted, "Iceberg right ahead!" The ship turned, but too late. The iceberg scraped along her side, tearing open 5 compartments, just one too many. Within minutes, water rushed in, and the unsinkable ship began to die. As panic spread, the lifeboats launched half empty. The band played to calm the crowd, and in the freezing blackness, the Atlantic swallowed the greatest ship ever built. By dawn, only 705 people survived. The rest, fathers, mothers, children, were gone beneath the waves. The disaster sent shockwaves across the world. New safety laws were created, lifeboat requirements enforced, and the myth of unsinkable ships was shattered forever. When the wreck was finally found in 1985, it lay in 2 pieces, over 12,000 feet deep. A ghostly monument to human pride and fragile dreams. Titanic wasn't just a ship. It was the story of human ambition. How far we'll go to prove our power, and how quickly it can all vanish beneath the sea. So, what do you think? Was the Titanic a symbol of innovation or arrogance? Let me know in the comments, and if you love exploring mysteries, tragedies, and moments that changed history, hit subscribe to Chronoclips.